Hey guys, my name is Josh. So I'm just gonna start from the very beginning of my story and just go from there. So in elementary school, around 3rd grade to 5th grade, I had crushes on girls, but I also was sexually attracted to guys. I'm just gonna say sexually attracted because I don't wanna go into the whole sexual side of things, so we'll just leave it at that. So yeah, I was sexually attracted to guys at that time, preferably Joe Jonas, because my sister was obsessed with the Jonas Brothers, so like he was just right there. And yeah, I guess I had a crush on him, even though I didn't really know what that was to a guy. It was really confusing. But I also liked girls, but I didn't like them anyway sexually, like I didn't think about that, mostly because I was in like 3rd grade, but still, even if I still didn't think about that at all, it was more of like a whole friendship way. But I didn't think anything bad of it. I didn't even think about it at all. To me, it was just normal to be sexually attracted to guys and then just like girls, I guess. So yeah, so those years were fine. I liked a girl and I had a girlfriend in 5th grade and it was fine. Like it was just regular. Obviously, we're not doing anything sexual because we're in 5th grade. So it didn't really matter then. It was just completely fine. And I did get made fun of in elementary school, mostly because I would only hang out with all the girls and I would just play tag with them instead of playing football with the guys. And when I did play football with the guys, they would kind of like laugh at me, so I would just go play monster with the girls. And it didn't really help because at that time I had like really long hair, like I had the whole Justin Bieber thing going on, so that didn't really help my cause. But yeah, so that happened and I just got made fun of a little bit, not really. But then 6th grade came and I got made fun of kinda, now the whole term of gay was being used, so now people would call me gay, they were asking if I was gay, and it was just like this whole thing. So then at this time, I realized what gay was, and like I knew what it was, I wasn't dumb or anything, and I thought to myself, and I was like, I'm not gay, like that's not normal, and I wasn't brought up to be like a hatred towards gays, I just thought it was normal to be a man and a woman, so I just was like, no, it has to be like that. That's when the whole like fighting against myself started happening and like starting to hate myself. And I would tell myself, I would say, one more week of being sexually attracted to guys and then I'm gonna stop. It's just gonna be girls. And then the next week would come and I would tell myself, okay, one more week. And it would just keep going and going and going. And then 7th grade came and I actually started growing a gigantic crush on this girl named Layla. And I was obsessed with her. Like, I liked her so much. I wanted her so badly as a girlfriend. But again, it was never anything sexual. You know what I mean? So I would still like her, but then I would be sexually attracted to guys. I would never think guys are like cute or anything. Like I would never see, like at this point in my life, 7th grade, I would never go on a street and say like, oh, that guy's cute or that guy's cute. Like I just ignored that. Like, I don't know. I was sexually attracted to guys, but I didn't have like crushes on them or anything. So yeah, I just had a giant crush on this girl named Layla, and I asked her out. She said no. And it's kind of funny too because I had no sexual feelings towards her at all, like I said, and I only liked her in a friend way. And I just realized now, like a few months ago, that like in 7th grade and stuff, I was getting those feelings mixed up. I was mixing up the whole like friendship and the whole like, you know what I mean? And I guess that's true because that girl Layla, who I had a giant crush on, is now my best friend. So, yeah. It's raining right now and the sun is out, and usually that makes a rainbow, so I swear to God, if a rainbow is made, I'm just saying. So I don't know if you can hear the rain, but I'm just gonna talk loud and just kind of mute it out behind me. So yeah, then 8th grade came, and it was just kind of the same thing. Nothing really big happened in 8th grade. It was kind of me just getting closer to that girl Layla, and just, I stopped liking her by now, and it just like, I was just kind of living my life in 8th grade. It was just the same old thing of trying to stop being sexually attracted to guys, and just this whole thing. The summer of 8th grade going into 9th grade happened, and one of my favorite YouTubers, Shane Dawson, came out as bisexual. And when I watched his video in like July of last year, whenever he posted it, I thought to myself and I said, I relate. Like I kind of get that. And it kind of just made me think, and it really inspired me to think more. You know what I mean? But then a month after that, I just kind of blocked all those feelings away like I usually do. And I told myself and a few of my friends that I'm going to go into ninth grade and I'm going to act completely straight, be the complete stereotype of straight. Like, I'm not gonna fool around. Like, I'm a very open person. Like, I will literally stand in front of the classroom and fart. I don't care. And so I told myself and my friends, like I said, that I'm not gonna do any of that. I'm just gonna act normal, and I'm gonna get a girlfriend this year, and I'm gonna have my first kiss, and it's going to be amazing. And yeah, so then the first few weeks of school happened, and I kind of looked around for girls that I liked, and I saw a few, but not really. And then, like 2 weeks into school, this girl came in named Erica. And I liked her a lot. Again, not in any sexual way, but I still liked her, at least I thought. So I was like, this is it. She is the one. I'm gonna date her, I'm gonna kiss her, it's gonna be perfect. And everyone thought so too. Everyone thought she liked me, like it was just this whole thing. And my plan was to ask her to go to homecoming with me and then ask her out officially on the dance floor while we slow danced. I don't know, I'm pretty romantic, just saying. So I asked her to go to homecoming with me. She said no. It kind of sucked because my whole plan kind of was ruined because there was no other girl in the grade, because by that time, like I said, I was always friends with the girls, so by that time I already grew relationships with like every single girl in my grade, because my grade's pretty small, like there's only like 90 people, 80 people in my grade. So I already grew relationships with all the girls, basically, so I knew that I was already friend zoned in like every single one, basically, that I would want to be in. So it was just kind of sad, because I realized there's no one really else, you know? And so yeah, for a few months in October and like December and stuff, I just was kind of living my life and the same thing, blocking those feelings out. And then January and February came. And by this time, I was pretty bad. Like, I was getting really depressed. I was crying all the time. And I realized that I need to just face this problem that I've been hiding and pushing back for my whole entire life. So then I did, and that took a pretty long time, a few months, and many nights of just crying in bed, praying to God. So after the long process of thinking and crying and everything, I came to the conclusion that I like guys and I like girls. That's what I told myself. So I called myself bisexual, like Shane Dawson did, and I related to that. So then I went through like a whole month of just referring to myself as bi and keeping that inside of me. And then I realized that I need to tell someone. Like, I can't deal with this being alone. I need someone to rant to. I just need someone to talk to. So I needed to tell someone, but I knew for a fact it could not be my family. Not because they wouldn't accept me. I had a feeling they might. I don't really know. I was just kind of confused about them at that point. But I just couldn't do it. I just wasn't ready. Nothing against them. I love them so much, but I couldn't. I don't know. I can't really explain it. So then I went to the next best thing, which was a few of my friends. So I had a group chat with a few of my friends that I was pretty close to, and we had some pretty deep conversations already. And so I decided, I guess they're the best people to tell. So then I had this big plan to like tell them in person and stuff, and I was thinking it through of what I was gonna say, and it was just like this big plan. And so one night we were already in deep conversation, we were already talking about something, and the next day we kind of already had a feeling it was gonna be a snow day because it was already starting to snow. So we were kind of up late and everything, and we were just texting. And that night I kind of had a little breakdown, and I was crying, and I realized I can't hold it in any longer. I have to tell someone that I'm bi, or I was bi. So then I texted them. I texted my friends Josh, Amelia, Layla, Crystal, and Sophia. And it was like 2 a.m. when I sent it. It was this huge long text message about how I was bi and just everything. And no one answered right away because it was like 2 a.m. So then I sent it, and I just went to sleep very scared and very, I don't know, don't really know how to react to that because I didn't know what was gonna happen. But then I woke up and they all sent me huge paragraphs on how much they still love me and how much they accept me and how much they just support me. And at that moment, I felt so happy Like, I never felt so happy in my life than at that moment. Like, I felt so loved, and I don't know, it was amazing. So yeah, so long story short, I was bi and I only came out to them for like a month, 2 months. And then I told two other of my friends, Neve and Nicole. And then I told another one of my friend, Erica, which is the Erica that I liked in the beginning of the year. So then I just told them I was bi. And then a month passed, and I realized I think I'm holding on to something. I think I'm holding on to the whole girl thing, you know? I was made fun of so much about not liking girls and I went against them so much saying I do like girls that it was like basically like just in my brain, like it was like indented into my brain that like I had to. So I just did, you know, I just said I did like girls. But I realized that that doesn't make me comfortable. Like it wasn't me. I wasn't really being who I was fully. So then I realized that I just have to let go of the past, and I have to let go of who I thought I was, and that's scary because I held on to this straight Josh, as my friends like to say, for so long, and just to let him go, which sounds stupid, but it's really hard. But so I did, and I realized that that's not me, and I feel so I feel so more comfortable using the term just gay. And that's what I am. I'm gay. And yeah. Just saying that makes me so happy. And I could go on for hours, but I'm happy now. And of course, I still have problems. I still have some type of depression. I still have a lot of body hatred. But I used to hate my outside body and who I was on the inside. And I could tell you this, that I now love who I am on the inside. And even though I would love to be a straight football playing jock, but that's just not me. And I'm starting to love who I am. So yeah, I'm gay. And I'm very comfortable saying that. It took a while, but it's who I am. And I love it. And for anyone who's going through the same thing as me, my advice to you is don't try to push it away. Because just pushing it away and pushing it behind you and hiding it, it causes bigger problems with yourself, and it makes you hate yourself, and it doesn't fix anything. Because first of all, you should not want to hide that. You should not want to push it away. I get why you would, but you should be proud of who you are and not of who someone else is. And I know it's scary, but once you get through it, through the many nights of crying and through the many nights of just whatever, once you get through that, it's the best feeling that you could ever ask for, and you just feel so happy. And I also recommend getting a really great support group, because without my friends, I don't think I would be here today to talk to this camera. Yeah. And also my family, of course, but my friends really helped me when I was really depressed. I told my family, I could make another video about that another time, but I told my family after I was fully set with who I was. But that's it. That's all I wanted to say. I hope that this doesn't change anything if you have a relationship with me in real life, or if you just maybe watch my videos, or if you're going to watch my videos. I just hope this doesn't change anything, because I don't know. I just hope it doesn't. So thank you guys so much for hearing my story and listening to what I have to say. And I hope this maybe have helped someone, or maybe opened the eyes to others who maybe do not accept gay people. Because for every gay person you see, there's a whole story, there's a whole struggle that they had to go through just to get to that point. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week. It's late.